G'day investors, welcome back to another edition of Natural Gas Update on the 29th of June 2024, the weekend. So you can see here, Nat Gas, BOIL and UNG have all continued to drop and have been doing so the last few days, with the exception of KOLD, which is going in reverse obviously. That's gone up slightly continuously. This is our heat map for all the various instruments, and on the top right you can see the natural gas and ETFs, and predominantly neutral on the monthly. Weekly they're still bullish, but on the daily they're all predominantly bearish. If we go to the trading approach we use, we trade in the direction of the higher time frame. So if you're trading on the daily, we look at the trend of the weekly time frame, and if you're trading on the intraday, like the 1 hour, 2 hour, we trade in the direction of the daily. Step 2, we take an entry when the CCI has a fresh breakout from the CCI moving averages, and I'll go through some examples of that. And we close a trade when the CCI enters back into those moving averages or on the price chart moving averages. So first, looking at natural gas on the monthly, it's fresh breakout to the upside of the CCI moving averages, and these moving average bands on both the CCI and also the price chart are available in the description below for those new to the channel if you want to learn how to draw those on your own charting software. On the weekly, it's also bullish, but notice it's actually pulling back towards the moving average band. And on the daily, it's already broken down and into a bearish mode. And notice here, it's actually hit this resistance at 31.36 a couple of times, and now it's approaching this support at 25.32. So it's not far from hitting that entry. You'll notice the CCI is still dropping, and there's no sign of a pullback yet. But if we go to the hourly chart, we always look at the smaller time frame as well. So again, if you're trading on the intraday, like the 1 hour, 2 hour, etc., we take the direction of the daily trend. So here we only take short trades. And what I've got here as well, I've got these blue and red arrows indicating where they break above and below the CCI moving averages. So here you'd be taking short entries, and you would have taken short entries based on the daily from the 16th of June. So going back to this point, you would have taken short entries from there. Avoid taking these long entries. That would have been a break even if you would have, or a small loss, or if you want to average down, you could have averaged down. In fact, I wouldn't have averaged down here because you want to see it break higher to make an average down. So you would have entered at least once. Here it's fallen again. Nice little exit, and you exit when the CCI breaks into the moving averages. Again, another little false break there. Another nice entry there, and so on. And you'll still be in a trade today with another entry there, and coming close to closing it out in the next probably opening hour on Monday. Next, we look at BOIL, and that's been bearish on the monthly, although there's no CCI for it. On the weekly, that looks bearish, although we've got a bullish divergence, and that's moving slightly higher, although we do have a bit of on the weekly, we've had a couple of bearish candles in the last few weeks. And on the daily, it's already bearish. You'll notice it's broken below the moving average band, and that likewise is approaching this support at 12.28 after hitting that resistance at 24.69. I'm going to dismiss that. Going to the hourly chart. Again, back here we've got again based on the daily time frame. If you're trading on the 1 hour in this case, you would have taken short trades probably from back there when it broke below on the 21st of June. So back here, wait for it to break to the downside, and it would have done so there, and you'd still be in a trade on that one, going short and coming close to closing it out maybe in the next hour or two on the open of trade on Monday. KOLD, again, there's no indicator on the CCI on the monthly, although it looks at the very least neutral. On the weekly, there's another bullish divergence there, whereas there's lower lows on the price, and that's making new highs, although it's broken to the downside, giving us a bearish signal. And on the daily, it has been bearish for a number of months now. Hit this support at 33.95, and now it's approaching this resistance at 52.10, and that would have been a nice area to go short during that period based on the weekly. But if we jump to the hourly, again going long only based on the daily, going long during that period from the 25th of June. So opening a position back here, and you'd still be in a trade as it approaches this resistance. Notice the CCI is still rising, although just be careful, get ready for it to close out if you're trading on the hourly, as soon as that hits this CCI moving average range. And lastly, we'll look at UNG. So on the monthly, it's actually neutral, it's within that moving average band. On the weekly, it's bullish, although notice it's starting to pull back. and there was a bullish divergence here versus lower lows on the price. And on the daily, it's bearish. It's broken below those moving average bands, and notice here it's actually landed on that support we drew some time ago at 1739. So get ready for potentially breaking lower, but that's our initial support. Looks like it's actually going to fall further with that CCI still pretty much in a downtrend. On the hourly chart, again using the daily as a reference, going short only from that point there, and that was the 21st of June, so back here, that retraced up above the moving averages, and you wait for it to break below, and that's indicated by that, and you'd still be in a trade today. I would still be holding it until probably the opening hour or two, as when the market opens on Monday. Now, will it bounce from there, or will it break through that support? We'll find out, but at the moment, you're still in a trade, and wait for it to hit that moving average band before closing out your position if you're trading on the hourly. So if you got value out of the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a future video.